All of you. It's nice to be here, and I'm sure you feel the same way. We posted the meeting this morning for 10 o'clock, for 9 o'clock, so I'm opening the meeting, and then I'm going to immediately call a recess until 10. So thank you for that warm welcome. We'll see you at 10 o'clock.
Great meeting.
Our shortest yet.
All right, good morning. I'd like to say good morning, which I've just done.
Good morning.
And call to order the 6th session of the 134th meeting of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission. Commissioner Bruce Stebbins is not here with us this morning. He is in Springfield with 2 sick children and is going to be participating by telephone, as is permitted by the open meeting law. Bruce, can you hear us?
I can hear you very clearly.
And we can hear you very clearly. So that works well, and we will proceed with you being with us in spirit. I'm going to open the meeting by focusing on a letter that we received yesterday from Mohegan Sun, Massachusetts. We received it at 10 o'clock last night, containing objections to the process. The letter will be posted on our website. Objections to the process that we used yesterday and the day before in reaching the decisions that we reached. There were basically 2 objections, that they were not, first of all, given an opportunity to improve their application during yesterday's backs and forths, and that the win applicant was, and that the commission offered to the win applicant more application improvement opportunities through conditions than it offered to them. The response has several parts. First of all, we were not talking yesterday about the application. We were talking about conditions to the application, conditions that we imposed and conditions that we needed to hear a response to. The second is that they were given one condition of primary concern to improve, and that was the financial structure. And during the financial piece of the presentation yesterday, in response to Commissioner Zuniga's questions about the cost of borrowed money from Bank of America and the cost of the money that Brigade would put up as a backstop through preferred equity bearing a 12% interest rate, they indicated, the Mohegan Sun team indicated, that they would agree to vary the mix of debt and conform and work with the commission to conform to the commission's wishes with respect to that mix, and in that way changed their response to the condition, which was the primary condition that they focused on. We focused on with them. Insofar as the sheer number of conditions that we imposed on WIN, that was a product of the fact that there was no surrounding community agreement. And we said from the outset, when the city of Boston elected not to participate in the arbitration process, that we were nonetheless going to go forward and fulfill our statutory obligation to look after the interests of the city of Boston as a surrounding community, and impose conditions that would mitigate the impacts, the adverse impacts of the project on the city. And that's where those conditions came from. So yes, there were more conditions imposed on WIN than there were on Mohegan Sun. And finally, Mohegan Sun made this objection at 10 o'clock last night. We had this discussion yesterday morning, beginning at 9 o'clock. We were finished the discussion at about 9:45. Thereafter, we took a recess, and then we took a lunch break, and then we didn't resume until 1:30, I believe, thereabouts, and we didn't finish until 3 o'clock, and at no point during that time, when we at least could have considered it in a time that mattered, and in a timely fashion, did we hear a word about any objection that they had to the process. So in my view, the objection at 10 o'clock last night comes far too late. So I'm prepared to leave it at that. I don't know if another commissioner has something to say about that or wants to join in, but as far as I'm concerned, that is the response to that objection. And as I say, the letter itself will be posted on the website so that everybody can see it. Does any other commissioner have anything to say?
Just that I agree with your assessment.
Same here.
Commissioner Stebbins, did you hear all of that?
I did, and I also agree with your assessment.
All right. Then that's the way we will leave that piece of our business and turn then to the main event today, which is to confirm that WinMass LLC accepts the designation as the Region A licensee under the conditions that we promulgated yesterday following the dialogue that we had. And so I see that Kim Sinatra and Robert DeSalvio are there in front of us. Which one of you wishes to respond to that question?
I'd be happy to respond, and
Mr.
we do
DeSalvio.
accept with all the conditions. Thank you.
So it is appropriate, and it's good to hear that. It's appropriate now that we each vote to accept the designation, final designation of WinMass LLC as the Region A licensee designate. It's important to understand that the license they don't become the licensee until sometime down the road, but they are the designated licensee, as we did with MGM. So I move that we accept, well, somebody else better move.
I move that we accept Win as the designated licensee due to their acceptance of our conditions.
By roll call, because we're dealing with an absent member, I'm going to ask if there's a second for that.
Second.
And then, is there any discussion of that motion? Hearing no discussion, I will take the vote. Commissioner Stebbins?
Yes.
Commissioner Zuniga?
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron?
Yes.
Yesterday, I voted nay. That was as the judge of an application process, one of the 4 judges of an application process. Today, I put on the hat of a regulator. And the hat of the regulator is a different one than I wore yesterday. So I, too, vote yes. And that confirms the designation of WinMass LLC as the Region A designee. So I would invite Ms. Sinatra and Mr. Silvio to come and join us for a formal signing of the document.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
I think we have to borrow your purse.
I wanted to say a few things before the formal signing, and I know I have an audience here, so I can say them. The Commission is delighted to welcome WinMass LLC as the Region A designee. We had 2 excellent applications in front of us, 2 very thoughtful, excellent applications, and we're delighted with the application of Win and the designation that we've made. The Win organization has a proven track record in a very, very competitive environment. Both in Las Vegas and in the Far East, they've done an excellent job in the face of heavy competition, and they've done it over a sustained period of time. This is not something that they are novices at. They have a track record not only for gaming revenues, but a track record for huge non-gaming revenues, and that's part of the product that they bring to the scene. They bring a resort of luxury. They bring a resort with many attractions other than, in addition to, the gaming. And they're taking on an enormous challenge in that site that they've picked, a site in the heart of a heavy industrial area that has the potential to transform not only the city of Everett and spark an ambitious redevelopment plan that the city has put forward, but to spark redevelopment of a piece of waterfront that now is heavily industrial, and that, as much of the other Boston shoreline has done, has the potential to undergo real transformation over the next years. So for all of those reasons, we're delighted to have chosen them, and delighted that they're there, delighted that they've accepted the license that we are offering. Other commissioners want to say anything before we get to the actual signing?
I think you said it all pretty well.
All right, all right. Well, then let's do the formal signing. We have 2 copies, I think, and the signature page is on page 2. There we are. I'm going to give this to Commissioner Cameron to sign next.
Thank you.
Don't have to pass the pen around.
And I'm going to give it to you to sign next, and then we'll just pass it right down. All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so much. We're thrilled. We're so excited. We appreciate all of
All right, as a formality, 2 formalities, and then we'll take a brief break. There is a second copy of this that I should have brought out. We'll sign the second copy later. But I want to now adjourn the 134th meeting of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission. So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Stebbins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Zuniga,
Yes.
Commissioner McHugh, yes. The meeting is adjourned. We'll take a brief recess now, and then we'll come back and have an opportunity to talk with all of you.